I'm going to read the first question, and we are going to start with the supporting group. Mr. Dietrich, Mr. Porter will give you 2 minutes to address this, and then Mr. Bloom, Mr. Lewis can respond for 2 minutes. The question is, how do we prevent the radical left from destroying the Constitution we have now, presumably, if we call for a convention of the states? How do we keep that from being hijacked by the radical left? So, gentlemen, you've got 2 minutes to respond to that.
As I said in my opening remarks, the instructions that the delegates bring to this convention are incredibly important. They define the limits of the authority of these gentlemen. 34 delegations will have come with the express purpose of supporting and proposing and drafting and debating only amendments that satisfy that threefold criteria that I explained. Any amendment that is proposed, a brand new constitution that is proposed, would be ruled out of order. It would be ultra vires. It would be beyond the authority of the delegates to consider. And that's what I would expect them to do, is rule those types of amendments or suggestions out of order.
Now, just follow up, I'd like to say a few words about the opening statement of our opponents. First of all, the state of Virginia did pass a law opposing the 2012 National Defense Authorization Act. While they didn't formally, actively resist, say they would arrest federal agents, they did say and pass a law to such effect that they would in fact not support, not cooperate with federal agents in kidnapping Virginia residents. Secondly, what is the role of the average man in the political process? To the extent that he has any real influence, it's virtually nothing. In a republic, we rely on those we elect. That's why we have to go through that process. In our Republican, constitutional Republican form of government, we have to rely on that. That is our system. If you don't like our system, then let's resort to the Declaration of Independence and do what our founding fathers did. So that's why using the states to enforce that Constitution, at this very time, is the best approach to take. Thank you.
All right. Gentlemen, have a response.
First of all, this debate is not long enough to cover everything. I really encourage everybody to go to Constitution Party of Virginia Facebook page and download To Preserve the Nation, Reject a Modern Constitution. It covers everything. And forget about radical left. We got big government from the right, big government from the left. Okay? That's the problem we have. Executive power. Okay? The Republican-controlled Congress let a Democratic-controlled Democratic president and a Republican president pass unconstitutional executive orders. They're not following the Constitution. The problem has never been that the Constitution is inferior. We haven't followed it in the 55 years of my life. That's the problem. And when, radical big government, the neocons, they're just as bad as people on the left would be at war with everybody.
Mr. Dietrich is correct. Virginia did pass a law or a resolution that we refer to as the Warm Fuzzy Act. And the following year, they introduced...
Could you speak up?
I'm fighting the cold. The following year, they adopted a resolution I called the Warm Fuzzy Improvement Act. That gave the legislators a pass for not doing their duty to interpose. If you meet a police officer, or a police officer is walking down the street and he sees someone being accosted in the alleyway, and it's federal agents that's doing the accosting, all those laws that Virginia passed says is we're not going to help them accost you, but they're not going to do anything to help you either.